Welcome back to another video, and Halloween Kills is delayed. I don't need to say nothing else, but this film is delayed. I don't need to say nothing else, but this film is delayed. Indefinite. I got this from rewatched a movie, and I found some stuff on MovieWeb that also confirms this. So make sure you go check out We Watch the Movies videos. I'm getting taught. I'm still in the process of watching their video, but I saw the first half of this, and I was scrolling through Instagram. I was like, everyone was talking about this delay. Like, everyone on Twitter, Instagram, like, is this real? And then I went to MovieWeb, I'm like, oh, damn, this is delayed. So this is what I found on We Watched the Movie. It says, Halloween Kills being delayed. An announcement will come. An announcement will be coming in a week or so. It's been confirmed by people associated with the film. It's a shame, but Universal doesn't feel VOD is a viable option. That is such an excuse. Why don't you just... it's a shame, but Universal doesn't feel VOD is a viable option. Whatever. It's such a big moneymaker. Especially given the circus of Blu-ray quality bootlegs that would hit the web immediately. I mean, yeah, bootleg is a problem, but like that's something we're going to have to start facing because streaming is something new. I mean, look at the 90s, like when cable and all that was like really popular. You had bootleg, right? The whole industry just dealt with it. But and with the current state of theaters, they're not going to waste kills on half-capacity screenings. Then I found this other thing on MovieWeb, I believe, and I will post all the evidence up here, so you cannot tell me that I'm lying and I'm, doing this for views and whatever. I'm not. This is evidence. This is proof that this movie is delayed indefinite, and I'm done. I am done. Number one, they couldn't even wait until like the end of July, mid-August to see where the state of things are. They couldn't wait. They had to do this now, and they're still letting people come out and tease this movie. Like John Carpenter even came out and said, "Oh, it's the bloodiest movie" or something like that. Yeah, we already know, John. yeah. Thank you for teasing us. I'm glad you've seen it, because we're probably not going to see it. And what I mean, how? Okay, so like, how do I feel about this? It's stupid. It's a mistake, because Halloween alone, it's a big property. So you're sitting there saying VOD is not a viable option, and theater capacity. Okay, if you send Halloween Kills to so. Again, you kind of have to also blame the theatrical companies, because the theatrical companies are always like, you can't release this movie unless you release it with me. So I feel like that could kind of play a part in it. And then the whole AMC thing of the whole AMC being petty, where they won't show Universal movies, that could probably play a factor in it too, which probably will, but they're not going to say it. I feel like there's a lot of factors in this delay. But at the end of the day, it is stupid. Because in my opinion, Halloween would be successful on VOD. And you gotta get creative on how you put a movie out. Okay, let's say you do the VOD, right? In my opinion, it's gonna be successful. It's Halloween, it's Michael Myers, it's gonna be successful. It's gonna be successful as you gonna get. How much more successful are you? How much successful do you want? How much more successful do you want? Number one. Number two, you can just change things around. You can up the Blu-ray release. Have the Blu-ray release out in December. Instead of like January or February, just have it out in December. You can make a lot of your money from that Blu-ray. People's gonna try to justify this and say this is good. No, this is the worst thing to happen to Halloween Kills. Because we still don't know what's happening to Halloween Ends. Obviously, that will be coming out in 2022, but there's like legit no news on that or anything, so that could be canceled. Now I'm not saying Halloween Ends is canceled. I'm not saying that, but it really wouldn't surprise me if they did cancel it. because of what, their excuse will be what's going on in the world. To me, this is just stupid because, again, in my opinion, Halloween Kills would be successful on VOD, and will also be successful if you put it in theaters that are opened. If you put it in theaters that are opened, and if you put it on VOD, you're going to make that money. And if you also put it up, and then if you put that Blu-ray release up to, let's say, December, and then you got creative, and drive-ins are booming. So send this movie to drive-ins. You're going to make your money. I don't understand why this is so difficult for Universal and Blumhouse to understand. And let me tell you something. The whole movie industry is changing. The whole movie industry is changing rapidly. I love the movie theater experience, but look at streaming services. Look how popular a movie on VOD can be, or on Netflix, or HBO Max. Look how popular that can be. That is the new way. And I'm telling you right now, what's going on in the world is not being handled properly. So what's going on right now, we're probably going to have the same situation next October. So what you're telling me is, if we're in the same situation next year, you're going to keep delaying the movie, right? Because you want the box office numbers. But, people will say, well, they don't care about the box office numbers. Well, if they didn't care about the box office numbers, then they would have put out the movie on VOD and send it to theaters that are open and send it out to drive-ins. To me, this is a lame excuse, and it's stupid to delay something people's been excited for. And I'm telling you right now, it really won't surprise me if Halloween Ends script gets changed, because they have another whole year to look over that. And it really won't surprise me if Halloween Kills gets changed, like the ending or something, because they, looked over and said, fans won't like this, so we had to change it. It really won't surprise me if they, started doing, like, reshoots for Halloween Kills or something, like, in November or February of next year, and them saying, well, look at this, and, we not getting the movie that we was supposed to get. To me, that's going to be disappointing. I think that's a possibility, too. Is them starting doing the reshoots on Halloween Kills. People say, that's normal. Well, that's, for Halloween, that's not too normal, you know what I mean? Because, look at what they did with Halloween 2018. Laurie Strode was supposed to die in Halloween 2018, if you didn't know. More than likely, she was supposed to die. I'm going to do a part 2 to this video. This is just part 1. But my whole thoughts on this is it's why are you delaying something people's hype for? And it's going to die down the hype. Some people are not going to go see this now. I want Halloween Kills to be successful, but if it's not going to be as successful, I don't want to hear Universal complain. I don't want to hear Blumhouse complain. And if we're in the same situation next year, which most likely we probably are, I don't want to hear Universal complain. I don't want to hear Blumhouse complain that we are in the same state of affairs most likely next year. And most likely, yeah, we are going to be in the same state of affairs. Because we are we're moving into a second wave. We are moving into a second wave. Possibly even a third wave. Do you know what that means if we get a third wave of what's going on? You know what that means? It's going to go into next year. So they can sit here and delay this movie all day, every day, but let me tell you, it would be successful on VOD, and if they did send it out to theaters that are half capacity, and if they did send it out to drive-ins, you delaying it just dies down the hype. It doesn't get people too excited, and you may lose money. Just saying, you think you're, so, I don't know, but it's just interesting, like I said, Halloween Kills being delayed, an announcement will be coming in a week or so. This is stupid, in my opinion. This is such an excuse, in my opinion. And what is the point of you letting again, like I said, what is the point of you letting people tease this movie if we're not gonna get it, or at least get the movie we're supposed to get? And what I'm saying, what I'm trying to bring up, people say, well, they're not going to touch Halloween Kills. They touched Halloween 2018, and the director of Ghostbusters Afterlife. I know, 2 different franchises, but I'm going to bring it up. Ghostbusters Afterlife director, he said he likes delaying of a film because it gives them a whole time to look over the film. Well, if that's one director feeling like that, don't you think the director of Halloween Kills is going to think that? Universal and Blumhouse? They have a whole year to look over that movie. A whole year. So if they don't like something, they're going to change it. And we're going to know about it. And then we're never going to see the actual version of Halloween Kills. It basically be like Halloween 6 almost. That's what it almost would be, most likely be like, where there's like two versions of the movie, but we're not going to see the real version for years, or maybe never. This is really sad news, and I don't understand why this is a thing. When it can be successful on VOD, again, you're going to, again, I feel like the theatrical companies are to blame here as well. The theatrical companies, they're not getting with the times. I don't know, man. So Halloween Kills is delayed. So and I mean, it's the only horror movie that's left is Candyman. And if that gets delayed, I'm done with this year. Like, I'm just so done with these companies. I'm just so done with this year at this point. But you know what's gonna be funny? I've thought about this, and I feel like it's gonna make me more angry, and it should make more people angry. Okay, so Candyman. I'm so excited for Candyman. Candyman is still slated to go to theaters. I'm not joking when I say this. What if Candyman goes to theaters that are opened and VOD? Remember, Universal is one of the companies that does have a say in Candyman. So if Candyman goes to theaters that are half open and to VOD, why couldn't they do that with Halloween Kills? Are you saying that Candyman is not a big enough property? Again, I'm going to say it like this. I love the movie theater experience, but times are changing. These theatrical companies and these studios need to start realizing that. If these theatrical companies don't want to get along with the studios, then the studios need to see that and go like, well, you know what? We're not going to, losing our money and what we made because of somebody being petty over here. Like, so, we're going to just release our movie. I think this is stupid. Like I said, I'm going to be making a part 2, going more in depth of more of my thoughts. This is just my first initial thought of me being upset. My next part 2 video, my part 2 video I'll probably make tomorrow or later tonight, but most likely tomorrow, when my thoughts have simmered down and I've seen other people's thoughts. But I think this is bad. This is bad because it's going to draw people away. It's going to pull people away. It's going to hurt Halloween Ends. It may change Halloween Ends. They may even decide to change Halloween Kills. They may even decide to change the title. Who knows at this point? Let me know how you feel about Halloween Kills getting delayed. I think this is stupid. But I'm very curious to see what you think in the comments. So make sure you smack the like button. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let me know in the comments how you feel about Halloween Kills getting delayed. I think it's stupid. It's a unnecessary delay. And it's too early. You should at least wait until first week of August, in my personal opinion, to see where the state was, see where everything was. But catch you guys in the next video.